Oh my gosh, we are so excited. We know who the winner is.
We can't tell
We're
you.
interviewing them. So excited.
Hey everybody, it's Eric. I'm behind the camera for this, and they don't grasp the concept that you'll be seeing this after the show has already aired, and they already know who the winner is.
Awesome. Sarah.
We love Eric.
Hey guys, John Richardson here with my buddy Dana Goodyear talking to Risha and the Ginger Ninja from Big Brother.
What's up?
Hi guys.
How are you? Hi, John.
Hi.
Oh boy.
How did you like the finale? How did you like how it played out?
Really great.
Yeah?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm super happy for Sarah. She played a great game, so I'm really happy for
Was
her.
she your vote?
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely. Well, I really liked her week one, and
Yeah.
coming from the house, that's who I would have voted for. Absolutely. I mean, but Godfrey played an amazing
He
game.
did, because we got to see it,
Yeah,
right?
because we got to see it in the house. Maybe it wasn't seen the way we at home saw it,
yeah.
so a little different. But yeah.
Sarah absolutely killed it. When I got evicted from the house, I went home. I told everyone on Twitter and all of my friends and everything that the 4 best players in the house were the poker player, the psych major, the gamer, and the wicked witch of the East, which is Sarah. And that's such a compliment to Sarah, though. She's admittedly got witch tendencies in her, and Sarah was out of those 4. Those 4 were on a different level game-wise the whole year, in my opinion. So to see Godfrey and Sarah, the 2 of the 4 best players, to be on the finale was awesome, and definitely the vote was right. Sarah was the best player.
Well, I was really shocking with you, and I don't know, because maybe I'm American and we're kind of mean. You Canadians are so sweet, especially with your exit interview.
Right? Oh, thank you, John.
We're the best.
You're a sweetheart. Thank you. I love doing your interview with Dana and you. It was so fun. Yeah, it was awesome. And anytime, I'm ready to talk Big Brother.
We are totally ready to talk.
So my edit was that bad, I guess.
It was not bad at all. No. I know you got some questions over there.
I'm so short, and it's like I'm just.
You can get right.
So what did you guys think when you saw Jordan have to make the walk of shame across that bridge and sit there with you? Like, that's never been done in Big Brother before.
No, that was pretty cool. I like that twist, actually, out of all of them. It wasn't so good for Jordan. I felt bad for him being in sequester for 5 weeks. But, yeah, that would have been tough for Jordan. But he's a super fan. He's got tough skin. He can take, if anyone can take it, it's Jordan. Thank God it wasn't Willow.
That would have been such good TV.
Willow would have been good
She
TV,
would have
but
been really good TV.
it's good it was JP, and he can wear it. He can wear that one.
Wear it, yeah. It was good. What was the most surprising thing about walking into this Big Brother house to you? Like,
The temperature of the house.
it's hot. We went into that dining
It's
room
so
hallway, I was like,
friggin'
oh,
hot
yeah.
in here all the time.
It's small.
And people are like, "Why are you always wearing no tank top, just tank tops and no bra?" I'm like, "I'm sweating to death."
I
Like,
would
give
be
me a
naked
break.
all the time if
I was
here.
partially
We
naked.
saw it. It was good. I mean, I'm a Gold Star gay, and I was saluting
Thanks,
you.
Ben.
I
You
was
know, the
saluting
girls
you.
had to come out
The
at least
girls were
once.
fabulous.
Right? Thank you.
So what do you think of that Twitter account, the Risha's Tits Twitter account?
I love it. I was so flattered. I'm like, "Excuse me, I came out of Big Brother house and my tits had their own Twitter account." I'm like, I didn't even have a Twitter account.
Do they have more followers? Do you know?
No, but I do tweet them every once in a while because they do like to be tweeted a little bit. So.
What account does it?
Gotta keep the girls happy.
Gotta keep them happy.
happy.
Gotta keep the girls happy. Exactly. So you gotta laugh. If you can't laugh and make fun, come on.
Oh,
Don't
absolutely.
be on Big Brother.
Absolutely.
Like seriously.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this show is not for anybody thin-skinned.
It's not. And speaking of thin, the rope that you were dangling from, trying to get back into the house.
Honey,
With that
let's
tiny
not-
little-
The worst.
I mean, like
You
it
had a
was.
little bit of some problems on that rope. I
On that rose? Yeah.
When you sat on that rope, like,
Yeah, totally.
will you be able to have some little ginger ninjas in the
The
future, or have you, like, cut that out?
the mini ginger ninjas
Honey.
are okay. They're okay. They're all,
Let's ask them.
they're all, yeah, they're good. They're good to go. They're good to go. But yeah, I was hanging on that rope. It was super slippery because of the smoke they had, so it was like oily. I slipped. Instead of falling right to the ground, I kind of got caught on that rope. It was a beautiful thing. I was still alive in the game. I'm hanging on, getting back in the Big Brother house. But
And we had
Yeah, it
these
was
big
pretty funny.
hiking boots on, which were not like
Yeah.
appropriate at all.
Like rappers.
And they had given us girls like these PVC, like plastic vinyl shorts. So it was like sweating and sticking and like
it was gross.
it was not like I was
Nothing you would wear to a club or outside the house.
not non-synthetics like that on my vagina. No, I don't. Sorry.
Nice.
I don't even wear pantyhose.
Oh my, we're learning so much.
Right? You're
Costume
welcome.
designers this year were like a little twisted and drunk when they decided to make the costumes for all of you guys.
I totally agree. Some of those ones were wild, you know.
I was just-
Yeah.
Were any of them comfortable at all? Or?
None of them. And they made all us guys wear this what do they call it? Dance belt? Like it's like a man G-string that we had to wear. It was like sandpaper. It was so uncomfortable. Yeah, it was not good. Yeah. It was not good.
Even the POV that I played in, they put us in that skirt
Yeah.
with no elbow pads, no knee pads. So that was on that trampoline, whatever netting nonsense was that. Like that was really painful. I was in pain and scratched up for a couple days after that. So yeah. It was rough. It was rough on the old body. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I was like up there with all these 20-somethings. I'm like, holy shit.
So when you first got into the house,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think we're probably around the same age. Having to connect with the younger, did you find it just kind of overwhelming when?
I came in the last group, so I walked into a room full of people already in conversations.
Right.
And, you know, it's not my personality to walk into a room and be like, here I am. I know I'm intimidating, and so...
I'm.
Oh.
No, but I mean, like, I tend to sort of check out and watch, you know what I mean, and let people sort of come to me. And basically, it was
Right.
the guys that I ended up talking to when I first arrived, and it is what
Do
it
you
is
think
from
your
that
looks
moment on.
kind of put a target on you a little bit? You and Sindy with an S?
I mean, they
Oh,
told
the tall blonde one I vote for?
they told me that I was intimidating flat out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was my age. You know, usually people always, it's easy to target the oldest person.
If I was a single girl, out in the bar, I
So-
would be like, you need to sit farther away from me. Yeah.
Right.
Just too pretty and nice.
Aw,
and
thank you.
disarming, actually,
Thank
in person. which
Thank
is-
you.
I don't know. Something's happening here. I'm feeling tingly.
Oh. Right?
Life outside the house.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been.
Seeing you all over social media.
Yeah, I'm on there. Finally, I've never had Twitter in my life, but part of the Big Brother experience is connecting with the fans, and I'm having a great time doing that. And representing the 604, going for drinks all the time, and just it's been it's been a great experience, and yeah, I'm eating it up. It's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for talking to us.
You guys are awesome.
Anytime
Thank you
you
so
want
much.
on
Good
our
to meet
show.
you.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I'm sad we didn't get you on our show, but hey guys, John Richardson here with my good buddy Dana Goodyear talking to Sindy with an S.
Guys.
It stands for Sindy and it stands for super terrific.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I love that. Keep going. More S words. You can come up with it.
Shoes. Your shoes this season have been phenomenal.
Really?
Like,
Yes.
Thank
that's what I
you.
notice every time you're like.
Sparkly heels.
Yes.
I love it. I just had, I actually only had the same 2 pairs. I just wore it over and over again, but nobody noticed.
But I love that.
Thank you.
So Sindy, let's just go back from the beginning. You were very bubbly personality. Sindy with an S. Had that immediate vote. Were you just like, oh crapola? Everybody knows mine, and everybody kind of voted for you
Because they knew my name.
Because it's the only name you
Yeah.
they knew. Do you regret that?
Not at all, because
Okay.
who thinks, I'm gonna go to Big Brother and I'm gonna be voted off and be nominated and whatnot. So my thing as always is I want to make a good first impression, and I've always done this outside of Big Brother. Say hi, I'm Sindy with an S.
Oh, I love it.
Whether or not they take it, 99% of people would love it. The other one would just hate it, and apparently that one is the entire house who then said my name and put me up for nominations. But yeah, I had a gut feeling that my name was going to be called because I was in the last group, and I'm sitting with an S. I'm wearing a sparkly blue dress, and I just knew that I was going to be nominated, which sucked. But I won that veto, so I can't
The nominations
complain.
were like Sindy with an S and the tall girl.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
What stuck out in people's heads.
Exactly.
as
We were
opposed
the
to-
last group. So I knew myself, Risha, Pili, I nominated Risha and Pili because
Yeah.
I didn't talk to them. And why? Because we were in the same group.
Right.
So I think that was a huge disadvantage to our game.
Yeah.
But, and to my game in general, because I didn't want to compete in anything. Like honestly, I was like, I just want to see them
But
look
then,
pretty.
boy, did you compete.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Shock you exactly what you pulled out. In that
Yes,
house?
yes. I like thought mind you, it looks like I've done a lot, but I didn't. I didn't do that many competitions. But wall
But
to
the
wall.
ones you did.
Yes, wall to wall. You know,
Yeah.
I look so good. I just had to keep standing there. More airtime, obviously.
That's hard.
It is. It was
not easy.
arching my back. That was hurting my back more than actually my feet. So it was great. Hanging on the ropes, super intense.
Tiny little knot.
It was a tiny little knot, but you know what? When I found a position to sit on, I kind of looked like a genie for a little bit. So that was great.
amazing.
And then the KFC was just, okay. So it was.
Do you think people underestimated you in the house?
I underestimated myself.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
I knew I was, you know what? I thought that me coming into the house, I wouldn't be able to win competitions.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe my strategy would be my social game, where my friendships, my relationships will help me.
Yeah.
If I don't win competitions, I align myself perfectly. But I was only in the house for 2 weeks. What am I supposed to
Yeah.
do, you know?
Right.
But little did I know that in one day, people made more alliances than.
Oh, I know. It's so quick.
I was sitting here and I was like, I'm thinking in my press day, no, everyone is so nice. No one is even playing. And I go to sequester. Everyone's telling me, Sindy, there's a chop shop. I did a 7-person alliance. There's a final 2 in this. And I'm like, oh, I had nothing. I just sat there. And
So walk us through the moment when you're talking game and Kevin comes out of that stall.
what went through your head? Okay. The thing is, I didn't know that was talking game. I'm new to the Big Brother world, right?
Yeah.
So to me, I'm just, trying to let Willow know that I would never put her up, and I would put up Godfrey, who we thought we were going after, and someone who was physically strong. And I'm just naming names. And I also said, well, Kevin's useless to me because, well, I've never talked game to him, or whatever. So, but to see him coming out, that I can only imagine what's going on in your head when I say Kevin's name.
You don't want to know.
No.
Dirty.
I thought Big Brother rigged that. That they hit him in a room. It was some sort of crazy.
Oh, some kind of back door in the stall.
And that I was definitely first I didn't freak out too much because I think, well, I didn't say anything bad.
Yeah.
But then how, I never knew that saying someone's name can put a target on your back, and it did because that's
He
what
ran.
happened.
It's
Yeah,
a
he
run.
ran. But I felt like if I ran after him and chased him and said, no, I didn't, then it looked like I was
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I should have done better damage control, but I felt like there's no point of me lying because what I did say it. But no matter what I would have said, people would misinterpret or interpret it the way that they wanted to. Same with, Bobby and Graig. They didn't care what I had to say. They knew what they wanted to hear, and they kept with that.
Oh, absolutely.
So when you were locked in that vault with Bobby, how did you handle 24 hours? Did they feed you? Did they
they
let you go to the
did. Yeah,
bathroom?
behind the scenes, we
he did.
Yeah, we sat in the corner and peed there.
We said in live taping, we're like, oh my god, we're gonna die. And you were stuck in the vault for 24 hours. I'm like, if I couldn't pee, I'd die.
It was the greatest birthday present ever. Staying in the vault with Bobby, obviously.
Oh, you love it.
Dana would have.
Yeah.
Okay. So we kept ourselves entertained, but Bobby and I are big nappers. So that ended up taking over a lot of the time was us going for naps.
Sweet sleep.
Yeah, it's true. But then obviously in the back of my mind, I'm trying to do the flip, right? And Bobby was the last person I haven't talked to.
Yeah.
So I just needed to be smart that people, whether or not they could hear us, because we can hear them. And we can hear them talking. So I was afraid to say anything.
Yeah.
So the next morning knowing, okay, why are the house guests so quiet? They must be asleep. Or maybe they're watching us. So I said nothing until I heard someone say good morning. And I was like, okay, you guys saw that. I need to talk to you. Let's quickly talk about this before they open the doors.
So that JP vote, was that, how hard was that to vote out your showmans?
Honestly, it was really hard. I was excited to do something in the house. But honestly, I even thought, I didn't talk about this out loud, but I kind of considered maybe not voting JP out and just flip the vote again, go for Godfrey, and stir some pot, and then the other 4 and have them out. But I couldn't. I picked my side. I'm a very loyal player. I didn't want to flip. But it was so hard because I adore JP.
Right.
I think everyone wanted a love story that it just
Of
didn't
course,
work. It just
we
didn't-
love the
didn't
smooching in the
work.
Big Brother house. So you were trying to rally the girls together. What happened? Why won't the girls rally and get an alliance going? I'm half girl. I don't understand. What happened?
Well, I don't think I ever really rallied the girls.
Tried to get the girls versus the boys, right?
No. There was never really a girls alliance. I think a
Okay,
lot
yeah.
of people thought there was because us
Yeah.
girls tend to be talking to each other.
Right.
But literally, we were just in a room, and it just happened
Why
to be four
wasn't there,
girls
though,
sitting
do
there.
you think?
I wish there was. I feel like we have a really
Yeah.
strong female cast
Yeah.
that we could have nailed competitions. We could have nailed the mental one. We could have nailed the social. And if we did have a girls alliance, it would have. But it's hard because sometimes the girls don't think of us as in that sense where, you know, if you see a strong big guy, you think I need to attach myself to him. He'll be the bigger target.
Yeah.
He can shield me. I can't stand behind certain girls like that.
Well, I mean, Godfrey is using meat shield, and he's admitted it. So
Yeah.
it is meat shield. Like she's the littlest meat shield ever.
I was like, thanks, Godfrey.
He's guarding you with bacon. Like,
Exactly. So I did your eviction interview for us, and one of the things that we had a fan ask, so what was your favorite letter in the alphabet? And you said I.
Yes.
That was me. Best answer. Oh my gosh, it was so.
That was a good
fun.
question. I'm sitting here and I was like, I know it's ever the next letter in my name, I, but it's about me, so of course,
about you.
I.
Thank you so much for stopping by and talking with us.
Thank you for
We love
having
you,
me.
Cindy, with an
Thank you for
S.
doing this.
Absolutely. And hey guys, John Richardson here with my buddy Dana Goodyear, talking to JP.
How's it going?
Hey.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How has it been being out of the house?
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy whirlwind. So much stuff is going on. I'm getting little bits and pieces of information.
Yeah.
Yet I still don't have my phone, so I don't know what's going on. It's nuts. Just being at the finale last night was so much fun, and it's just it's been the best.
When you change your clothes, are you still thinking there's cameras on you? Are you
Yeah,
trying to-
yeah, seriously. I hid in a corner. I'm like trying to cover myself. Yeah, because I mean, I watch the feeds. I see stuff get slipped all the time. I was so paranoid about that in the house, and I don't know. Maybe some of my junk slipped out when I was in there. I still don't
You
know
were
yet.
wearing that red little.
Yeah.
We were looking with a magnet. We were
Yeah.
looking. We couldn't find anything. So yeah, we'll go look again.
Okay.
So being a super fan and now being in the house,
Yeah.
what was the biggest thing you were like that blew your mind as far as, oh my God, I had no idea it was it was like this.
Oh my gosh. So much of it. Seriously, so much of it, John.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing, probably just like how many moving parts there are to this show and
Yeah.
to this production. It's such a huge production.
And remind you it's a show.
It's a show,
Yeah.
and you watch it at home, and you're like, it just looks so clean and so good. You don't really realize how many things go into making the show,
Yeah.
and all, you know, it's just the whole thing, wearing the microphone all the time, the cameras, the lights being on all the
Right.
time. It's just very overwhelming. It's a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. So getting a behind the scenes look at it is awesome, but
Yeah.
from home, you don't really get to see that. So it was really cool.
Now I have a message from you. I know you're a huge super fan.
Yes.
You love Big Brother US. You love Big Brother Canada.
Yes.
Big Brother. Christine Brecht from BB16
Yes.
wants me to tell you how much she adores you.
Really? I love
she
Christine.
Yes.
loves you to death.
Really? That's
she's like,
awesome.
please, I don't have a question for him, but I need to know that he knows I love him.
Okay.
Do a shout out to
Christine, I love you. You're awesome. I love BB16. I felt so bad about all this hate you were getting on social media this past summer, but you are awesome. I can't wait to meet you in person, and thank you so much for the love. I really do appreciate it.
Awesome. And speaking of social media, how has social media been with you?
Well, I don't know yet because I don't have my phone, but
Has
from
your
what
mother
I-
told you any little bits and pieces?
Yeah, so I've heard that like my parents have been on social media and stuff
Your
like
mother
that.
has been crazy on
Yeah,
social
so
media. all over the place.
and I told them before I left. I said, Mom, Dad, whatever you do, don't get Twitter because it's not healthy. Don't. There's a lot of
A
hate.
mean playground.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? For me, like, I can handle that kind of stuff. But when you watch your child getting stuff on
Yeah.
social media, and I'm sure I got a ton of hate and a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we all do. I'm sure we all got some to some extent. That's hard. So, am I looking forward to that? Not really. I mean, who does? But you know what? At the same time, I mean, I'm sure a lot of those people on social media are. If I met them in person, would be like, "Oh, you're great. I love you." So you know what? So it's okay. I
all
expect it.
perception, right?
Yeah, and you know what? And honestly, I deserve a lot of the hate. I did a lot of dumb things in that house, and I said a lot of stupid things. So bring on the hate, because I do deserve it.
So what were you thinking when you were on that sideshow and Peter is just blasting you and you were loving it because I mean it's Peter frickin' Brown.
I know, right?
But, like,
And yeah, I mean, that was crazy. It was, to be honest, it was a little bit tough for me to take because Peter's one of my idols. I love Peter Brown. I love The Shield. And to have him just like completely eviscerate me on the sideshow, tell me I'm like the worst player ever, it sucked. But at the same time, I mean, That's his job. He's supposed to be ripping me to shreds, and he did a great job at it. So you know what? I tip my cap to Peter, and I'm honored to have been ripped as hard as I was ripped.
Let's talk about this jury thing that happened.
Okay.
What the heck?
I know, right?
Big Brother is mean this year.
Yeah,
Lots of twins.
Yeah.
For like
30,
weeks.
35 days. I sat in that jury, and it's hard being in there because you realize, oh my gosh, my game's over. This sucks. I'm a loser. But then you think, okay, well, at least I'm gonna have some say in who wins this game. And then to find out, get all the way to the end, and then get cut on the last day,
and then
like
write the
minutes
walk of
before,
shame across
and the
the
walk
bridge.
of shame. It's like, okay, now since you're off the jury, you go sit with the pre-jury, and it's like, oh my gosh.
So,
But you know what though? As a super fan, I'm actually honored to have that happen to me because I'm the first person ever to be voted out of the jury.
And you've got to sit everywhere.
I
right?
did. I got the whole
You got the
experience.
whole experience.
It
Yeah.
just sucks for us because we could have had you on our show. Like, we talked to Johnny, we talked to Graig.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. So why not? I could have gone home. I could have saw my mom and dad.
Speaking of your vote, we know you voted for Sarah.
Yeah.
When they were doing their speeches,
Yeah.
when Godfrey did his, did a little bit of you want to change your mind a little bit?
To be honest, when he said that he took himself and when he was to the final two, I was surprised because I just thought Godfrey was going to throw the competition because he really had been doing that all season.
And you guys knew that.
And we knew that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's going to be interesting to watch the show because our perception of Godfrey's game, I don't think the jury gave Godfrey enough credit for what he did in the house. It was incredibly impressive. He really rolled by himself the entire game.
He really did.
And he was at the same time, he wasn't like a Victoria, no offense to Victoria from Baby 16, but he wasn't like somebody who was kind of just dragged along. Godfrey actually was aware of what was was happening. So I got to give him mad props for that.
Got himself off the block.
Got himself off the block. Yeah, he didn't get there by
there
accident. He got himself out of some very tough situations. Surviving against me. I mean, that was incredible. He did a great job.
It was
So
just a social relationship.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't have alliances, but as he said, he had friends.
he had friends, and he did a very good job. And but at the same time, though, I think Sarah's better. Sarah did such a good job, such a good social game. She worked so hard each and every
So
day.
passionate.
So passionate. And I work closely with Sarah. A lot of the people in the house work closely with Sarah, and we still just liked her so much, and that she just has that innate ability to make you want to love her. And I think and her game, she's just great at it. She was willing to cut us when the time was right, slit our throats, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She didn't care. It was a game. She played unemotionally, and I got to give her a lot of credit for that.
Is there any hard feelings towards Zach about his week and kind of like being oblivious to the dynamics of the house that week?
You know what? Obviously, yeah. I mean, when I first got out, I was upset for sure. But you know what? It's a game. It happens. I understand. I wish it could have gone down differently, but I realized, what? I was more.
You put yourself there.
I put myself there, and also, yeah, I put myself there. But the thing was I was willing to put my life on the game for Zach. He wasn't willing to put his life on the line for me.
So you realized that, and then you kind of
I realized that, and I went over to Kevin. And the whole week just came crumbling down, and it just was a complete gong show, and it was awful. Basically, everything that could have gone wrong that week went wrong for me. And hey, everybody has bad weeks, right? I just had mine in the Big Brother house on national television.
Well, and then also you were in the jury house. Entertainment Tonight Canada did kind of break when they interviewed you that your showmance was over.
Yes, the showmance is dead. The showmance is dead.
For sure.
Yeah, it's dead in the water. It's 100% dead in the water. I think that I need.
What happened? Because you're a cutie.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
very
a
much.
cutie. Yeah,
Thank you
what
very much, Sean. What happened? You know what? Cindy and I. Cindy and I mean, Cindy's a great girl. She's gonna be I'll be friends with her for probably, we'll see what happens, but she's my friend.
You have friends with benefits or anything?
No, none of that. But I don't, we've had, in the jury house, it was very up and down, our relationship, and then it was just ultimately, I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. This is not meant to be, you screwed me over. You screwed me over, and it was just like, what am I doing here? So
You can't start a relationship like that.
no, absolutely not. And I mean, especially when she totally played me, made me look like such an idiot. And then I'm in the jury house and we're doing these segments, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't really want to that's not how. I'll just say this: that's not how it was every day in the jury house. I don't know how it was portrayed on the show.
Were you really feeding her grapes? Because come on.
No, I was not feeding Cindy
We have
grapes.
grapes. If you could just show me how you did it.
I was, for the record, the only time I fed Cindy grapes was then. I didn't do any of that stuff. It's just fun. show. It's fun stuff for the show.
Absolutely.
None of that stuff was happening. Cindy would go to one side of the house, I'd go to the other side of the house. We do our own thing.
Who was your most shocking eviction? Like when you were sitting there watching people walk into that jury house, who are you like totally like?
You know what? Probably for me, Willow, just because Willow was kind of running all over the place and she was with everybody. I mean, I knew eventually it was going to catch up to her.
Right.
I didn't expect her to win the game, but I thought she'd kind of be in like a Godfrey type of position.
For a while,
Right?
Yeah.
I thought she'd probably go to Final 3, Final 4. And when she came on the triple, I was very surprised. I thought it would be I thought it would be maybe like Kevin and Zach, and really it should have been Kevin and Zach.
Yes.
I was very surprised when she came. Very surprised.
That's crazy. So what's next for you?
I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see. I'm just excited to get home and
Use your phone.
use my phone. Say
Watch
hi to
a
my
TV
family.
program.
See what your dad's saying about you on social media.
Oh my. Well,
Remember
yeah.
what email is.
Yeah.
Just remember to
Exactly,
just delete
yeah.
the bad and look at the good.
Thank you. Hey, and I'm looking forward to BB17 starting soon, so it's gonna be very
Yeah,
good.
June 24.
All right, it's gonna
Thank
be very
you so
good.
much for
Thank you
stopping
so
by.
much.
I really appreciate
So
it.
much, guys. Thank you.
Hey guys, John Richardson here with my buddy Dana Goodyear talking to Neaha. Hey, looking fabulous by the way. Do a little spin for us for just a moment. Oh, there you go.
And she smells fantastic.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh, how was it this whole season watching it like we were?
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Just positive all around. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sucked to be watching it and not playing.
Okay.
But they did a great job.
They did. So if you had to do your final vote after I think you watched some of the live feeds and you watched the show like along with us and you were even on our recap show. Who'd you vote for?
For Sarah and Godfrey, in between them.
Yes.
Well, Sarah was my number one. The second I
course.
walked to the house, but
But those speeches at the end, right? Like I was waving too a little bit.
watching the game from home, just seeing how incredible Godfrey is.
Yeah.
They both played such an amazing game. I think literally we've never had such an epic final two.
Yeah.
They were both the most deserving, and
Yeah.
they both played a very different game, and it was amazing. I'm so happy that it was down to those two.
Right.
And if either one of them won, I think it would have been great. I'm very, very happy that Sarah won because she's my number one pick.
Yes.
And she was my number one in the house while I was in there.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it would be a very, very hard choice between the two. And I think my thing is that I feel like the house guests that were in the jury, I feel like a lot of them did not realize what kind of a game Godfrey played.
And that's what we're hearing.
I think he was very underrated. Very, very
kind
underrated.
of camouflaged it a little too much.
Yeah, they didn't
Perhaps.
get to see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because as a viewer watching from home,
Yeah.
every single day, this guy, every single episode blew me away.
We saw it. Yeah.
Yep.
So this was a very tough final three. Like these three of them, like
Yep.
Ashley was a sleeper cell at the beginning, but pulled it out right
Yep.
in the end.
Yep.
And so it was a
Very
tough choice.
much so.
Who would you have kicked off the jury?
If you had to sit there and vote with them.
Well,
You left too early. We
No.
want to know all these answers
Okay.
from you. You're smart.
I would have kicked off the person who I thought would have made a decision based on someone else's knowledge or someone else's input.
Yeah.
So I probably would have kicked off
Pili?
Pilar or Bobby.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like Pilar would be influenced by Kevin.
Yes.
And I feel that Bobby would be influenced by Bruno.
Oh, that's very interesting. All right, so you had one of the most shocking eliminations I've seen in Big Brother, any U.S., anything. Not only when they voted for you, they wrote your name down and had to show your
Yep.
name. How was that? I mean,
I loved it.
you loved it.
I love the fact.
I was shocked. I
I
needed a
mean-
Xanax when I
I know. I mean, I was mortified,
Of course.
but I loved the sense. I loved it in the sense that I was able to see the votes right then and there. Like in the
know.
break, I was like, guys, I'm coming back into the house because why would they show the votes? Like that's not happened. This isn't Survivor.
Right.
So I knew that something was up with that. I got it right away. Unfortunately, I didn't make it back in,
Yes.
but it was interesting. But at the same time, it sucked.
Who were you going after first after seeing all of that? Not just before not knowing you're not going back in the house, but thinking there was still a chance.
Oh, I would have taken out Graig and Bobby. 100%.
Yeah?
100%.
So you thought it was wise that Brittany started doing that when she started eliminating the chop shot?
Oh my God, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Greg needed to go. Like he was like, oh. I mean, I have no words for that man. I mean, like, he's cool now. We talk and we're cool, but still in the game, bye, Graig. Go away.
So this is a stupid question because I know what your answer would be, but if they ever said, Neha, get back in that house.
All stars.
Well, do you guys think I could have a chance?
We will do the online campaign for you. Like we said on our
Okay.
recap with you. We'll do the online
Thank you.
campaign.
We will
Thank
start
you.
that up.
We didn't get enough of you.
I know.
We didn't get enough
I know.
of
I think
you.
everyone wants to see what I could do.
Why do you think they were so scared of you? Like what?
Yeah.
Like
You're
you're
very
a little
confident.
girl. Like I mean.
But you're very confident.
I'm
You're
very confident.
yeah,
I think
you own it.
that I think they saw that I was intelligent.
Yeah.
And intelligence scares people, especially I feel like when people see a strong woman,
Yeah.
they're very intimidated by her compared to a strong man. There's like stats out there that indicate that successful women are like people fear them or they don't accept
Intimidate.
them. They don't accept them as much as a strong man. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, or they're not liked as much as a strong man.
Yeah.
So if there's the same guy staying beside me, me and him, I'm just a girl, he's a guy, people would like him more than they would like me. That's the thing. But your question, I would literally do anything to go back in. I would cut off an arm. I would
Break in through the back door.
break in. If they said, okay, Big Brother's not 3 months, it's a year, I'd be like, okay, I'll move in. I'll give up my life for a year.
Right.
Everything, anything.
What would you have done different? Anything? If you've had time to think about it. Would you maybe been a little more girlier and hugged up to a boy?
Yeah, you know what? Going into the house, I was always like, you know what? I don't need to be in a showman.
I can do this.
But
I'm a
seeing
strong
this
woman.
season,
Yeah.
if I kissed a few boys, I might have still stayed. Big mistake,
Nothing wrong with that.
you know?
I kiss some boys myself.
Has
Yeah.
Godfrey, I mean, we all love your like, no thank you, peekaboo. Has Godfrey warmed up to you? Like, have you?
We're good. Me and Godfrey.
It would be beautiful
great.
babies, is all I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I've got to read
I might ask him to dance a little, but that's about it.
Oh, dance from over here or a slow dance?
We'll see tonight. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, how's social media been?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Twitter is like the best thing ever. I love all of my fans. I've had so much love from the second I walked out of the house. It was just like mind blowing.
Yes.
Even on the streets, like people are crying when they see me, and I'm like, me?
Yes.
And I'm like,
you
thank
left too
you.
early.
You guys realize that I don't just have a bitch face, and I'm actually really nice.
That was an amazing bitch face.
Right?
That made my life. Like every time you're like, and then he would smile and it would light up the room. I'm like, this girl is amazing.
I'm like, I'm so nice. Like, why do you guys think I'm like this rude, you know?
Like, what did you think when you were seeing all those clips of your like?
I didn't really, I knew that, like, I know I have like a face that I'm not always smiling, but I didn't realize it was all the time.
Right.
I saw the pictures and I'm like,
It was
oh my God, this is
amazing,
what people
though.
think of me. But I'm like, I'm so nice. Like, I'm so nice to people.
Very, very nice.
I
And
loved it,
you were awesome
though.
on our recap. Thank you so much for stopping
Thank
by.
you.
We
Okay,
love you to
love
death.
you.
Mwah. Hey guys, John Richardson here with my buddy Dana Goodyear talking to Johnny.
So excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, we're standing here in the flesh, and he
such a nice
looks and
Touch, feel.
Yes.
he looks and smells as good as he looked in the house.
Thank you so
Even
much.
better.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
Even better, I have to say, absolutely. So, oh my gosh, Johnny, how have the fans been?
The fans have
Social
been
media.
actually amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, I have got to be one of those people out there that has
Yeah.
been really lucky.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of hate, if any hate at all, actually, which is crazy.
You Canadians
I'm
are
gonna
really
hate your
nice.
face.
I
Look
know.
at this.
It's so
Can't.
insane. Like, for some reason, Neha and I have just love out there, and people like Graig and Risha, oh boy, those two have some hate going on.
Hate Risha. She was in there for like 2 minutes.
I know people still hate her. Bitch throws shade all over the place. Like, what can you do?
Bitch
So,
could not sit on a knot.
shocker. She can sit on the thing between her legs. Come on, guys. Come on. I went there.
Yeah, you tell us about that. Sitting on that knot.
Oh God! I didn't get a chance to sit on the damn knot because when I went to slide down onto it, I fell and I was done. But I watched Graig try to sit on the knot, and I could see he was literally ballsing the knot between his leg, and it didn't look comfortable. Oh, so I mean, no,
Hey, that's
you
how drag queens feel.
Yeah, exactly. Tape that shit down or something. I don't know. But I couldn't do it.
All right, so you got to see the rest of it play out like just how we did as us fans.
Absolutely.
If you had to pick in the final two, who would have had your vote?
Oh, easy. Sarah would have my vote,
Even
hands down.
after the speeches, did Godfrey sway you a little bit? Because I
So-
mean, we got to see his game.
Of
more
course,
than
here's
anyone
the thing, and you guys are gonna hate me for saying this. We didn't get to see the speeches at all. So we came out on stage. That's all we know. So we didn't even get to see the epic speech apparently that Sarah had that really convinced everyone.
Yes.
And we didn't get to hear any of the jury questions. So, I mean, we're going to see all of this still. But hands down, I mean, I have mad respect for Godfrey's game. Played an incredible game. I was like, he was one of those players in the house that I was like, who is this guy? What is he doing?
Right.
Go home.
Will he
Bye.
wake up? Will he wake up?
And like, yeah, honestly. And then I went home and I was watching. I'm like, who is this Godfrey guy? Like, I want to meet him all over again and watch him. Like, he was playing an incredibly strategic game. I think he himself, even today, doesn't even realize how well he played. But Sarah, hands down, played an amazing game. Deserved it. She's been my girl all season. Back against the wall, had to claw her way to the finals.
Absolutely.
And she hands down deserved it. And I mean, the vote showed that.
How shocked were you to have to watch Jordan walk that bridge?
Oh, okay.
And sit
so
beside you guys?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of expected it was gonna be Jordan or Sindy. Jordan was first out. I mean, it's the easiest one to agree on as far as I'm concerned. Sindy has been evicted twice. I thought maybe that could be an easy reason to get rid of her. But I knew Sarah was gonna fight to try to keep her. So, you know, for JP as a super fan like myself, he made a huge blunder. First off, getting himself up on the block. And
right up there with Marcella's.
Oh, God, it's just as bad. Then throwing the power of veto. Like, come on, superfan, fail. And then I feel like it was a perfect closure to the JP story for the entire season for him to sit his ass right beside us on the loser bench.
So when you did our recap show, one of the things, and I want to kind of ask you the same thing here in case people haven't seen it, the spool challenge.
Oh, my God.
Talk to us about that outfit and how
Spooling around. Okay, so the outfit, we're in this like white morph suit with like double underwear. So we've got the man thong on with the sandpaper up the ass.
No gender
so you can't see the junk going on down here. We got a pair of full back granny panties going on in the back. It was ridiculous. So then we're in this morph suit and we're dying of heat. We got this spool spindle hair thing, head thing, and we come outside and we're like, holy shit, those spools are huge. And so I was like, how long is it gonna take on the spool? Maybe like 10 minutes? No, God, half hour a spool to unspool it on you, and then another 20 minutes to unwind it on the other side of the backyard. It was crazy. That challenged like 2.5 hours. You guys saw like a little 10-minute, 5 minutes on the episode?
We did, but just you guys getting wrapped up and Sarah getting sick.
Panic attack, and like Kevin was puking his brains out. He filled a bucket full of barf. Like you guys didn't see that crazy
They
stuff.
didn't warn you guys not to eat before this?
Nothing. But the best part
Eat
is
a Mexican food.
They had the puke buckets ready to go, and we're like, oh, this is gonna be bad. I mean, I was going green on that last spool, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna lose my shit. So I put the bucket up, I put my hair back, and I was like, I'm gonna just barf in the bucket. But I was good. I held it in, and I was like, finish strong and win this.
But then they revamped those outfits in purple for Show Me the Veto.
Absolutely. Right? I mean, those morph suits, I tell you, they're deadly to be in. You need to try one out because they're crazy.
No, thanks.
I
That's
will.
why I watch
They
Big
leave
Brother.
nothing to the imagination.
I have something similar at home, or at least underneath this.
This body does not need
just
to
to
be in a
suck
morph
everything
suit.
in. I might have one on right now.
There's not enough Spanx in the world for me to get into a morph suit.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh my
So what's next for you? Like,
What's
fans
next for
want to
me?
know, like, will you be doing like any kind of podcast? Like, you're such a super fan. And,
I would
and you're a
love-
blogger.
Can
and
we
all
help
that.
you out on our side in
Yeah,
any
like,
way?
Hey,
Come to us
I
anytime.
love Big Brother. I'm a huge super fan. We've got the U.S. season coming up
on
the 24th of June.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I want to put myself out there. I'm a super fan. I'm going to be tweeting. Maybe you'll see a podcast, or maybe you'll see some sort of blog, maybe some guest appearances with you, lovely folks.
Anytime.
I
anytime.
cannot wait to talk about everything reality. And I mean, we've got Survivor and Second Chances. Like, yes, please. Love it. I gotta go home and get
Amazing
caught
Race
up on
Canada
the
starting
Amazing
in
Race
July.
Canada. Gotta get caught up on the Bachelorette. My girl
Yes. Oh
Caitlin. Yes. Love her.
I love that you
I
love
can't
The
wait.
Bachelorette. Oh my
I
God.
love The Bachelorette. Come on, you guys. So good.
So good to see you. Thank you so
thank
much
you
for
so much
stopping
for
by. We love you, Johnny.
You too. My God.